Bruce, thank God I got to see you.
At long last, right? What makes you this big kingmaker? My God, you have had people from this show just pop. What is the trick to that, or what is the secret?
Oh, well, I mean, some of it's luck, but I think you hire real theater kids and then you get out of the way. So, Joshua Bassett really grew up doing theater. Julia Lester opened a Broadway show literally last night.
That's nice.
And Sophia Wiley grew up going to dance competitions. And of course, Olivia Rodrigo wrote these songs in her bedroom. And this season, we have even more cast members writing songs for the first time. I think the real answer is you hire amazing people and then you try to break down the walls.
So when do you give them that opportunity? When you say, yeah, you can write a song for us. I mean, does that come in early on, or
It's chicken and the egg. With Josh and Olivia season one, it was a big risk after the pilot. I had seen on Instagram that both of them were writing music. And I was like, maybe you guys should try writing for the show. And that really took off. It's chicken and the egg. It's an art, not a science. But even more than just writing songs for the show, the most important thing to me is that these young people learn how to be good citizens of the world so that when they go on beyond this show, they're bringing hopefully professionalism and decency to their own worlds that are rapidly expanding.
I'm sure when you were a kid, did you go to camp?
Yeah, I did a production of Annie.
Were you an Annie?
Daddy Warbucks.
Oh, of course you would be, right?
I was so devastated there were no boy roles in Annie. I don't even know. I'm still not over not being able to sing Tomorrow. But sorry, Bruce, what was the question?
No, I just, was camp fun, or was it like cutthroat?
It was super fun. And we wanted this summer camp season to be fun, by the way. Season 2, we had COVID and we had shutdowns and we had Olivia's music career exploding. And it was a hard season in Salt Lake. It was a long season. And this season, we really wanted to refresh and breathe and say to the audience, it's High School Musical. Don't overthink it. Let's all have fun. And I think that's what we really tried to create.
So how did you know which kids to bring back for camp? Because there are some that people will go, wait a minute, I don't see, fill in the blank.
Well, all of your loved ones probably appear in some meaningful way this season. It's a combination of things. Some of it is just the stories that we feel that we most want to tell. Some of it's the musical that we're doing and the types of roles that are available within the musical. But again, it's an art, not a science. And one of the hard things about a long-running show when the network has an expectation that you'll introduce new faces and also bring in new audience members, it's challenging.
So how will graduation figure in? Will we have that kind of passage, and will you bring in new people? And so it doesn't have, how does that work?
It feels like we should do that someday, right? We just got picked up for season 4. So we're in the beginning conversations about that passing of the torch. But I don't think we're quite at graduation yet, but I do think after summer camp, it definitely makes sense to go back to East High and see what happens when a 2-week summer that's changed everything now shakes up some of their senior years.
And when you look at these things, because God, there are kids out there who really want these kinds of careers. Yeah. Are you encouraging that, or do you need to have that reality check where it's like, you can't just be a threat. You've got to be a triple threat. And if you can't solve it, good luck.
Yeah. Yeah, we live in the era of multi-hyphenates. So I think a lot of people do a lot of things really well. You can get super famous on TikTok and not even be in show business. So, I mean, I'm an old-fashioned kind of guy who believes that if you're kind to people along the way, your career will sort itself out, but try not to burn bridges. And do I encourage a career in the arts? I definitely encourage arts education. I don't actively encourage careers in the arts, but if you can dream of doing nothing else, then you have to throw your whole heart into it.
Well, when you made the shift, when you went from being a performer to, somebody behind the camera,
yeah,
how difficult was that decision to make?
It was not difficult because I was so lucky getting to dance on Broadway. And the last show I did was Little Mermaid, where I was dancing Seagull. You and I have talked about this. I was ready, and I had been performing since I was 12 years old. So I've been a professional actor, or I've been in the business for 30 years. and I was ready to tell stories at a different level using a different skill set. And when I was a kid, I remember asking my parents, "What's so good about Christmas for you? You give me and my brother all the gifts," and they were like, "Grow up and you'll see." And now that I get to see this generation of young people have their dreams come true, it's so much better than my own dreams.
Ah, so nice to hear. Well, congratulations. You know, I love Nate, so keep that going.
I adore you, Bruce. It's
Yeah,
always so good to connect, and you get me, and I appreciate that.
well, congratulations. And I can hardly wait till the cast list comes out.
Yes. Thank you. Very soon. Thank you, Bruce.